alliance. We come in peace to Dominus. Please leave us in peace. Transferring object to internal receptor. Viewing. Interesting. You bring this from the Umpani. Please, come in and let us discuss this further.
Someone has come to bother us.
Allow me to welcome you officially as representatives of the Imperial Umpani Federation. Please bring word to your leaders that we are here on a peaceful mission of exploration only. A mission to understand the nature of the Chaos Moleri. Your communique states that your leader is interested in a visual inspection of this device. Of course, to your right and down the hall. Yes, hello. I am Screg, leader of this expedition to Dominus. I am the leader of this expedition. We believe it is one of three. Historical records indicate that at one time it was the impetus of a bitter war between the Umpani, the Trang, and the Dark Savant. A war the Dark Savant won. We believe he is here on Dominus with that object now. We have no comment at this time. We are still collecting data. Perhaps you could assist us in these efforts. We have a field explorer who requires an escort. Yes, some of our field agents do require an escort into the more hostile areas. I suggest you ask them. Urq is within our compound here. Urq is one of our resident field explorers. Quite a scientific talent. Certainly. Since the discovery of the Chaos Moleri and the map upon its surface, we are most fascinated in discovering the meaning and history behind it. We intend to investigate this planet and this object thoroughly. Urq is one of our resident field explorers. Quite a scientific talent. Yes, a star map upon the Chaos Moleri. It led us to Dominus. Theories, yes. I am working to prove or disprove several, actually. One centers around the Dark Savant, the other, the Chaos Moleri. All sensors and readings indicate that I am well. Yes, the creatures who inhabit Arnika. According to the Higadi, he was behind the theft of the Destiny Dominus. Might I suggest that you ask a Higadi instead? They are far more familiar with this topic than I. A group of our explorers discovered its location south of here. It seems the Trini dwell primarily in trees. It is a most disturbed city, primarily due to the tactics of an entity known as the Dark Savant. Undoubtedly, you have noticed the tower. We have not yet determined our course of action, if any. We have no comment at this time. We have no comment at this time. We are peaceful creatures, here to investigate the planet Dominus. He is a known entity throughout the universe. The Mook have known of him for several decades, in fact. His presence here causes us some concern, however. We have reason to believe he is in possession of an object similar to the Chaos Moleri, and has plans to obtain the Destiny Dominus. Fortunately, that device is quite lost. Nonetheless, if what we believe is true, that there are 3 of these devices, then it cannot be long before his attention is drawn to us. I do hope to conclude our investigations here before that occurs. They are everywhere. Might I suggest that you ask a Hegadi instead? They are far more familiar with this topic than I. The most informative answer would be provided by a Hegadi. They are quite familiar with that terrain. We believe that this object is related to ours, but further study would be required. Unfortunately, the object was stolen from its original location, making this impossible. We have preliminary reports on these creatures indicating that they are prone to theft. In fact, we believe they are responsible for a missing device from the spaceport, a metallic, spherical object. Perhaps you will locate it in Trynton. We are aware that Trang utilize it as their base of operations. We know it is the operational center for the Umpani. All reports indicate that these are an extremely intelligent and hostile breed of creature. Yes, there are numerous references to him as leader, lord, or ruler of the universe. More interesting, however, is that the device we have seems to point to him as its artist. It bears his name. We are still collecting data. Perhaps you could assist us in the... Might I suggest that you ask a Hegadi instead? They are far more familiar with this topic than I. We are still collecting data. Perhaps you could assist... Might I suggest that you ask a Hegadi instead? We have no comment at this time. I am certain you could ascertain all you need to know by studying the planet with standard methodology. Investigations, perhaps you could assist... We are still collecting, perhaps you could assist us. Our scans reveal it to contain an explosive device, true to its claim. There appears no way in, but we were able to discover 2 teleportation fields inside, both originating in different locations. We speculate one is here on the planet Dominus. Where is something we wish to determine. It was the device that brought us to Dominus, actually. Careful study revealed a detailed star map on its surface, as well as indications of 2 other objects similar in origin. I can provide you with the details of its discovery, or perhaps you'd rather hear my theory of its true purpose. Our scientists discovered an odd series of gamma particles emerging from the center of one of Trey's moons. Before we could investigate further, a series of seismic events culminated in an eruption. It was during this eruption we theorized that the device was released. It took only 6 hours to reach Trey, tracked by our systems every inch. When it landed, its impact crater was precisely 45 feet wide. 2 days later, we retrieved the object itself. Much study followed, and finally the star map was found. It was that which brought us here. Yes, a planet approximately 1.48 trillion miles that way. Mind you, it is only a theory. After considering information from several sources, I have come to believe that our object is one of the 3 required for the ascension the Higadi speak of. At the summit of Ascension Peak, we have heard of 3 strange and luminous receptors, one of which we believe our object fits. Perhaps when we have concluded our preliminary investigations, we shall endeavor to test this theory. Goodbye.
He seems to be on top of things.
Goodbye! Someone has come to bother us.
I don't believe you're native to this particular planet. Your most fascinating specimens, though. Screg has sent you, correct? To assist me in my explorations? Greetings to you as well. I am Urq. I am one of the Mook's foremost ecosystem historians. He is within the compound, I am sure. He leads our expedition here. You would be willing to pay a token fee so I can continue my research. The Astral Dominae, yes. It is related to our Chaos Molari. According to my records, it was created by Funzang. Apparently, it contains the power of life, although much laboratory testing would be required to verify this claim. The name given to the lead anthropod, I gather. The lead ratkin. You would be willing to pay a token fee so I can continue my research. She is someone we have only recently begun to study. It is purely speculative, but it seems this woman is somehow instrumental to this ascension. We are not certain how or why, only that she must be there. Yes, the traveling Trini. I first encountered him at the monastery. Yes, where the Brotherhood of the Higadi are, or were. I suggest you ask a Higadi about it. I prefer facts. I will take my physical and mental readings and report back to you on that. As we speak, in fact, I am researching their race. In their terms, they believe themselves to be children of the Cosmic Lords. Apparently, this is a time of great event, the Ascension. You would be willing to pay a token fee so I can continue my research. My specialty. I discovered the legend of this Higadi shortly after arriving here. He thieved the Destiny Dominus, which had been in a secure location. It is believed he took it through Trynton and then to Martin's Bluff. Beyond that, I can only conjecture its final resting place. This is, of course, why I wish to continue my research. You would be willing to pay a token fee so I can continue my research. A habitat I'm planning to research. It's south of Arnika in a tree canopy, I believe. Through detailed analysis, I have been able to determine that there is indeed a link between this Martin character and the Trini. Furthermore, I believe they know where his remains are. Right. That's an area that I am assigned to investigate, and of course, the location of our research base. The indigenous people, the Higadi, have the most fascinating belief system, something called the Ascension. All well-traveled races know of the Trang. They are highly developed anthropods, to be sure. The Umpani are well known throughout the galaxy. I have had ample opportunity to study them. Us? I assure you we have been researched exhaustively. But if it will benefit you, I see no harm. We hail from the planet Trey in System 8696. Our purpose here is to investigate the origin of the Chaos Molari. I would have assumed Screg told you as much. For my research to be taken seriously, it is required. The planet of Trey in the System 8696, our planet of origin, of course. It is a distance from here. I have already covered this material, however. The planet of Trey in the System 869. The Dark Savant, did you say? With all due respect, I would advise extreme caution with this individual. We hear he has established for himself the rather exceptional goal of universal domination. Of course, statistically speaking, this will prove most unattainable, we hope. The people of Dominus believe in such a place, yes. It is where the cosmic lords are thought to reside. The epicenter of a local spiritual belief, which entails rising to the cosmic circle to become a cosmic lord. The Haggardi believe the ascension will take place there, hence the name Ascension Peak. I would like to study it. Perhaps my explorations will lead me to its discovery. It must lie with Martin's remains, wherever they may be. Fascinating creatures. In keeping with their basic species survival theorems, the Trini have developed an entire city above their predator's natural reach. You would be willing to pay a token fee so I can continue my research. As you may know, this area is named after a Haggardi called Martin. We have reason to believe that it will yield significant clues to his whereabouts. Perplexing that the Trang do not know more. They presently reside there. We suspect they have not performed a thorough search of the premises. You would be willing to pay a token fee so I can continue my research. Through sonar imaging techniques, we have been able to detect subterranean rivers which appear to lead to an area in close proximity to Beijing. We believe we may one day be able to use these rivers to explore that particular ecosystem. Perhaps I should study that. Funzang, yes, I know the name. He is believed to be the father, the cosmic lord. Usage of his name is not confined to Dominus, however. It is common throughout the known universe, giving credence to its existence. I have not researched it. There does seem to be a preoccupation with these cosmic lords among the locals. The Ascension is an interesting manifestation of these beliefs. Yes, the planet Guardia. We have no further interest in research there. Not to be bothered with. They are cunning and manipulative from what we have heard. An absolutely fascinating local belief. If it actually occurs, it will be unprecedented in universal history. I am somewhat sketchy on the details, but I do know that it takes place on Ascension Peak and ultimately proceeds to the cosmic circle. The Umpani leader. Yes, it's a diverse ecosphere, I find. We've mapped well over 35% of the terrain. You would be willing to pay a token fee so I can continue my research. Interesting what I have learned of this area. It is populated by rather aggressive aquatic life. More fascinating, however, is what we have learned from a Trini, Burrs. He stated that a space vessel crashed in that vicinity. We suspect this might be true. Fascinating, your curiosity. You would be willing to pay a token fee so I can continue my research. When our psionic investigators have discussed Martin with various indigenous individuals, they regularly reveal this answer in their thoughts. It is not confirmed, however. A rather aggressive fish. If that's all, I do have some research to do. I have not researched it. Fascinating, your curiosity. Yes, of course, the Chaos Moleri. Have you not asked Screg about this? He is our resident expert on this device. Yes, I would appreciate joining you, but I see you are currently escorting 2 others. I prefer a focused group. It has been my pleasure.
Sayonara.
Great. Great.
This behavior is unacceptable. I insist you cease your hostilities.
The power of chaos. Let's leave before the Mook realize what a treasure they have lost.
You bellowed?
Right then.
Vostheds trabogen vakni.
What you got for me, pups? Your mission? Head to Arnika and see if you can't get those Mook to talk. Let me have a read here. Yes, yes. Oh, this is going to please the General. Well, well, troops. I gotta say, this is a fine job you've done. Just give me a sec, will you?
Operations!
Yeah, this is Sgt.Balbrak down at Base Command. My recon team just returned. The alliance is set.
That's what we wanted to hear. Send him upstairs, Balbrak.
Got it. All right, men. You're on the fast track. The General wants to see you. I'm also authorizing access to EWACs for you. Your login is Storm, and your password is Big Bad Mama, one word altogether. Now don't spend too long with EWACs because the General's expecting you, and that man does not like to be kept waiting. I'll see you later, soldiers, and congrats. Okay, pups.
I had a feeling I was getting better.
Sayonara.
Trapped.
Yes? Arnika-Trynton. Better look this way.
Back to normal again.
And so he recovered.
First class. First class. First class. Right then.
Come on, let's get them!
Understood.
Right then.
All right, all right.
Destroy. Rita.
Good. Oh no!
Right then.
Understood.
Destroy. Right. Much better.
The negative energy is gone. I'm on it.
Back to normal again.
Right then.
Understood.
Destroy.
That's in the past, but I'm still not myself yet.
You bellowed?
Well, thank goodness that's behind me. Feel like myself again.
Yes?
Yes?
We win, naturally.
Here now, that's better. Waiting.
Understood. Understood.
Yes?
You bellowed?
back to normal again.
And so he recovered.
Master, creature detected here.
Understood.
Right then.
RFS 81, practice mode.
Umpani.
With pleasure.
Right then.
Understood. With pleasure.
You bellowed? Right then.
I don't feel right.
Thanks so much.
Oh, it'd be awful.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Are you...
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. First class. Thanks so much.
Likewise.
Are you... Are you...
Thanks so much. 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 Thanks so much.
Are you mad? Are you...
Thanks so much.
So he recovered.
Much better.
Biscuits.
Back to normal again.
Waiting.
Understood. Understood. The negative energy is gone.
Well, hello again, friends. The potion's all ready, and I'll sell it to you for a great price.
First class. 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 Thanks so much. First class. First class. First. First. First class. First class. First class. First class. First class. You bellowed?
Thanks for coming.
Goodbye!
To normal again.
And so he...
Crawled out of the swamp, did you? Well, y'all come back when I got something you need, and I always do.
Goodbye!
First class. First class. First class. First class.
A brilliant find.
Biscuits. Biscuits. Crawled out of the swamp, did you? Well, y'all come back when I got something you need, and I always do.
Goodbye.
First class. First class.
Biscuits.
Most Sgt.Balbrak.